Here's Jake Tapper of CNN inventing the news, basically inserting himself in his own opinion. You'll see it where he has a giant argument with Nancy Mace. But he's documenting right now Steve Scalise is having a rough time getting Speaker of the House.
Because we do not have a functioning legislative branch of the government here in the U.S. after a long contentious day on Capitol Hill.
Oh, and welcome to An Exile. This is where the happy people are. I hope you'll join our happy throng all the way to electing Trump in 2024. Here's the news.
I'm not supporting Steve Scalise. I'll be voting for Jim Jordan.
And why is that?
Well, Jim Jordan presented a strong plan for us, a detailed plan on how to move forward. We didn't hear that plan from Steve Scalise. It was more vague answers. But there's another situation that's very personal to me. You know, I lost my father in 2021 to cancer, and unfortunately, Steve is going through a cancer battle of his own.
Steve Scalise has blood cancer. And we'll be praying for him, but I don't think he's ready for the Speaker of the House.
Nancy Mace, you endorsed Jim Jordan, so I'm assuming you voted for Jim Jordan today.
Put some clothes on, Nancy.
For Speaker Ward today, would you vote for Steve Scalise?
I would not. I plan on voting for Jim Jordan on the floor.
I think Jim Jordan could end up being Speaker of the House if he just holds tight.
I believe that Marjorie Taylor Greene would be upset about this.
Well, she mentioned his health as a reason that she was not supporting him. We were supposed to have this vote today at 3 p.m. on the floor. That vote has not happened because he does not have the votes. It's the number that I'm seeing is far higher than 12. Will not be voting for him on the first round. But if we're going to have this, the American people want us to get back to work. Let's have this debate on the floor. Let's move forward. Let's find someone who can bring us all together, and let's get back to work. I want someone who's going to be a leader and bring our country together.
Do you think Jim Jordan is the guy to keep the country together? I mean, Congresswoman Liz Cheney has made it pretty clear that she thinks that he was one of the main plotters to undo the election and push Vice President Pence to try to flip the electoral vote.
Jake Tapper's bringing up Liz Cheney as if her opinion counts.
And Adam Kinzinger said the same.
Same with Adam Kinzinger.
Is he really the unity candidate you're suggesting?
Then, who else will it be? And I think there's some other names being tossed around, but my vote will go to him, at least on the first round on the floor.
But this is him inserting himself into CNN News. This is how CNN does it.
Who are some of the other possible individuals who you think maybe could get to 217?
Well, I think Jim Jordan is not out of the mix. I've talked to a lot of people who still support him. I've actually talked to Democrats who trust him at his word. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility.
Jim Jordan?
Yes, I've talked to Democrats over the last week on who do they trust, even though they wouldn't agree with him on many issues. He is someone.
The Jim Jordan from Ohio?
Oh, yes, the Jim Jordan from Ohio.
Democrats in Congress?
Yes, they can work with him, and those that
Name
I've
one
talked
Democrat from Congress that trusts Jim Jordan.
I'm not going to name people off the record. They trust him more than they trust the former speaker. In my private conversations with Democrats, I will say that.
I like when Jake Tapper goes, Jim Jordan, white guy, comb over.
Okay. I'm not sure I'm buying the thing about Democrats trusting Jim Jordan.
I talk to people on both sides of the aisle all the time.
Oh, I believe that. I believe that. I just don't know how much I believe the thing about Democrats trusting Jim Jordan.
I'm not saying they're going to vote for him. I'm saying they trust him more than they trust the former speaker.
Well, that's not really a high bar now, is it?
Not at all.
And CNN doesn't have a high bar for hosting their news. So good job, Jake Tapper. Thank you all for watching. Let me know who you guys support. Let's do a little mini vote down in the comments below. Jim Jordan, Scalise, McCarthy could come back. And of course, Marjorie Taylor Greene could still nominate Trump. I'm Doug in Exile.